Hey everyone, I am Coach Emily. I'm a registered dietitian here at Fit and Fulfilled, and today I have with me one of my lovely clients, Erin. If you'd like to introduce yourself, go right ahead.
Sure. I'm Erin. I'm 36, about to be 37 in a little over a month. I live in South Central Pennsylvania with my boyfriend and two cats, and I work as what's called a staff attorney for the federal courts. But I'm very lucky that I work for the federal court based in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but I get to work completely from home, which has been very great.
Always very convenient.
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm going to talk to Erin a little bit today about her journey here with Fit and Fulfilled. So Erin, can you tell everyone kind of where your health was prior to starting with us?
So quite a few years ago, I lost quite a bit of weight, mostly doing like low carb. And then I hit a stall where, I wasn't gaining, I wasn't losing. And then last year, I continued to work out during that time. Last year in June, I had a hysterectomy. So of course I was, not allowed to do anything for 6 weeks. Once they gave me the okay, it was still like, don't lift anything heavier than 10 pounds, which to me was like, that's so light. It felt like I was starting over again with my fitness journey, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And like along with the hysterectomy, my boyfriend and I moved a month after that. He had a total knee replacement a few months after that. So we just had a lot going on, a lot of stress. Um, I had like tracked calories and macros before, but got away from those habits. So unfortunately, like with everything going on, I did, gain some weight back. Still continued to work out, but I wasn't really seeing the results I wanted before finding Fit and Fulfilled in November.
Yeah, absolutely. So how would you say this like stress and everything you were experiencing was kind of affecting your life as a whole?
I tend to be a stress eater. So especially like when I have a lot going on or I'm distressed or very emotional, I will eat and snack and like I try to keep that I would try to keep that healthy, but that didn't always happen. I do have like a sweet tooth, especially for ice cream. So, there was a lot of that going on, causing the weight gain. My blood pressure was up a little bit. I found it a little bit more difficult to keep up with my 10-year-old, well, he's 10 now, my 10-year-old son, who seems to have a never ending supply of energy. And I don't know where he gets it from. So just like things like that. And also, I kind of tend to put myself on the back burner when like I am a caretaker. I give and give and give to others. And I don't necessarily take the time for me. And especially with my boyfriend having, a total knee replacement, he had physical therapy 3 times a week. I was driving him for the first month, making sure like he needed what, he needed. So like just all that combined, I wasn't really giving myself the attention that I should have.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that, so many get caught up in that light, everything going on in life, everything you're experiencing. So it makes total sense. So what would you say has changed just in your life and your overall health since kind of joining Fit and Fulfilled?
Definitely eating healthier. I mean, I always say like you can't, if you approach it like I have to be 100% healthy, like I have to cut out like everything I've enjoyed before, like I feel like that is just setting yourself up for failure because you're going to like have a craving. And if you don't give into that, it just gets worse and worse. And then like in the past, I felt like I have just fallen off the wagon, so to
Mhm.
speak. So I definitely try to keep it like 80-20. Like I still have my ice cream. Like I can still fit that in my diet plan. the biggest thing is like I am a morning person, so I am always, not always, when I go to the gym, it's in the morning. Like that's my me time. Even if it means like getting up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock and going early. I also am one like I don't like going when it's very crowded. So I like to get there when I know it's not going to be. But like that's my time. I take my AirPods, I pop them in, like I'm there. I'm either doing my lift, or even on days such as today, like today was a rest day, but I still went to hop on the treadmill, get my steps in. I'm more aware of that now, like how movement throughout the day really adds up, especially for like a job like mine where I'm at a desk most of the day. Like I do have a standing desk, but I'm typing 8 hours a day. So like I really try to make it a point of, going downstairs, taking breaks, walking around, getting my water in, things like that. So just being like more aware of those habits and how like even the little things can add up to a big change.
Mhm. Absolutely. That's great. I love to hear that. So what would you say has been most helpful from our program that's like kind of led you to that success that you've had?
Definitely the workout like plans that we get and also the macros. Like I said before, like I've had macro tracking before, but I have no idea how to like calculate that stuff. I always say I went to law school because I hate math and can't do any of that. So like just to have somebody, Emily calculate those for me and be like, okay, here are your carbs, here are your fats, here's your protein goal, like to hit. That's been amazing. And then also like the workouts, because I mean, like I have done strength programs before and like had exercised and worked out before, but like just having those laid out for me, like, okay, today's legs, is this leg workout. Like I know what to do. And, that just helps me feel more confident in the gym than like going in and be like, I don't know what I'm like, just not having a goal in
Mhm.
mind, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. You have that direction kind of laid out
Yes.
for fitness and nutrition for you.
Yes.
So were you skeptical at all about joining the program, and what made you ultimately decide to join?
Not skeptical, just like the big thing for me was financial, just because like we have had a lot going on. But at the end, my boyfriend and I talked about it, and I was like, I really want to do this. Like, I want to focus on me. I want to get healthier. Like, I'm committed. So, we went for it, jumped in, signed up for a year. Probably going to stay on for a while after November.
Mhm.
So like that is really what like made me committed, like having the workout plans, having the macros, learning that you don't have to like sacrifice what you enjoy and like a lot of your life and not like you can still get results. Like I still enjoy like certain pasta dishes that my boyfriend makes. I still enjoy ice cream. It's just a matter of like, okay, if I want to have ice cream, then maybe instead of, having I don't know, let's say a hamburger on a roll, I wrap it in lettuce and like
Mhm.
just making those, switches so that like I'm not overdoing it on carbs for the day, but I'm
Mhm.
still getting what I enjoy and I'm not feeling cheated or tempted or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not cutting things out, that's for sure.
Right.
So who would you say this program is for?
And I think it's for anybody that, wants to, is committed to like making a change and, dedicating themselves and, especially like building those habits. Like if you have the commitment to build the habits, once like you've done it for a while, it just becomes ingrained. And one of the things I really like about Fit and Fulfilled is that there are quite a few older women on the team, if you will, like I know there's like, women in their 40s and their 50s, maybe even in their 60s that are like working with the team and like getting great results. And, we even have men that have joined. And so like, I think like anybody would really benefit from
Absolutely. Definitely agree there.
it.
Um, so would you say, like a few more questions for you. Would you say that the program is easy?
I think I have to put on my lawyer term and qualify this. I think it's easy if you are dedicated to it. Like, yes, they always say it takes a while to build a habit. So, for example, like if you're somebody who hasn't really worked out, if you haven't really tracked calories or macros or anything like that, that might come as a bit of a shock to you once you start. But I think like once you're, I think what do they say, like 21 days to build a habit or something like that. Like once you've done it, it just becomes ingrained. And, it's so like easy, yes, but as long as you're like dedicated to it, like making it easy for you.
That's a great way to put it. Absolutely great way to put it. So would you say that can others do it?
Oh
Especially like
yeah.
looking at the success that you've had.
Yeah, like I'm sure like we are our own, we're all our own worst enemies. Like I have always been like a very harsh critic of myself. And like I can definitely see the changes. Like I will admit, like I'm only down, I think it's like 22, 23 pounds since where I started, but like looking at my pictures from then till now, like you can definitely see the changes. And it's more than losing the weight. It's more than seeing that number on the scale. It's, creating a lifestyle that works for you and that you can continue.
hmm Absolutely. I absolutely love that, like the way you describe that, because it definitely is. It's that lifestyle that you've created. It's everything within that. So ultimately, does the program work? Have you found success?
Yes. Yeah. Like I'm definitely works. Looking forward to seeing further results and what happens, and especially looking forward to working with Emily more as we go on.
Well, I'm very excited to continue to work with you. It's been awesome seeing your journey so far. And like we said, you've come down so many pounds already. We've seen many lifestyle changes, and we're on our way. We're not at the end by any means.
Right.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you would like to share, either about your experience or advice to others?
I mean, just advice like if you are, on the fence or thinking about joining or like thinking about it, like just do what Nike says, like just do it, like jump in. We have a great group, people are always asking questions and in our group chat, and like everyone's just been very helpful and quick to respond. Don't feel intimidated. Like I know, especially for women, like going into a big gym and like seeing all the weightlifting equipment can be intimidating, but like you just have to have the confidence and be like, no, I belong here. Like I deserve to take up this space. I deserve to use these, machines and these free weights and things like that. So like just, jump in and, you never know what results you'll have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's great. Well, thank you so much, Erin, for talking with us today.
Of
Really
course.
appreciate it, and I'm excited to keep working together.
All right, me too.
All right.